Hey guys, what's up? ScottishDuck here once again. Right, I thought I'd do collection updates a bit like this from now on. You know, you can't see the games, you know, how much did I buy, how much money did I waste, oh, the questions. Well, I always kind of figured, you know, you see the stack in the shitey couch there with the ink stains and the spring burst when I was like 17 because I was jumping up and down on it for whatever reason and it's really uncomfortable, but basically you kind of saw the games before I got to talk about them, so I thought it'd be more surprising if I did it this way from now on, which we will. And yes, I know clothes do belong in the cupboard. Maybe I don't have a cupboard. Anyway, okay, first things first, right. Now, I got to address a big elephant in the room for those of you that follow me on Twitter. I got really, in fact, hold on, I've got the game here. I got really fucking addicted to Harvest Moon, A New Beginning, right? I mean stupidly addicting, okay? If you saw on Sunday, you know, last Sunday there, which was like the, what's today's day? I don't know. The Sunday before this video was uploaded, right? I tried to upload a little review/thoughts on of this game, right? And in that video I kept comparing it to Animal Crossing. You know, I don't know why, I just can't help but think of the other game when I think of this, right? But I had to take it down because watching it back, I kept saying Harvest Moon when I meant Animal Crossing and vice versa, and I did it like 5 times, and I'm like, I can't upload this, folk are going to be thinking I'm talking fucking mental. So, yeah, I took it down for now, and I actually do that a lot, don't I? And I apologise for that, but it's just how I am, my brain doesn't work and shit, so whatever. Anyway, but suffice it to say, I really fucking loved this game, a lot. And you guys, anybody who knows me, knows how I work. I went out and bought every other game in the series. This is just me, guys, okay? I sort of like a game, I have to go out and buy every other series. Or in Harvest Moon cases, every other game that I figured mattered, you know? Because apparently there's a lot of shite Harvest Moon games out there. Apparently, there's like 8 games for the Nintendo DS, and all of them are shite, I heard. I'm not 100% sure on that, but whatever. Anyway, let's go through them all. Here we have Friends of Mineral Town. This is a port of the Harvest Moon for the PS1 called Back to Nature. I heard this is the better port of the game, so I decided to go for it. Really cheap with in the box, actually. I was quite surprised, so yeah, let's go for that. Harvest Moon Animal Parade, Wii game. Before that came out, we had Tree of Tranquility. I believe these two games are pretty much the same, you know, like they have the same characters, the same engine and whatnot, but yeah, I had to pick those up. Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life, mostly regarded as the best Harvest Moon, if I recall. Let's see what it's like. And another one, which is, and a bunch of games fell. Brilliant. I'll just pick them up, sod it, as I'm showing you them. Magical Melody, which is also mostly regarded as one of the best. It was originally for the GameCube. The GameCube version wasn't released over here, so I had to settle for this Wii version, which is apparently not as good, but whatever, it's the only version I could get. And yeah. I actually had this one, this was my first Harvest Moon game, and I played it for about 10 minutes without really any intentions of trying to get into it, just to try it out, just to own a Harvest Moon game, and yeah, now I really can't wait to go back to it. So yeah, Harvest Moon really became, you know, sort of my next big franchise that I just became obsessed with. You know, I can't believe how much I got into it. It's amazing, really, you know, it's like, I don't know. With that said, actually, hold on, gotta go down the floor for it. I picked up this as well. Yeah, it's still in its cellophane. Rune Factory Frontier, now part of the Harvest Moon family, as it says there. Now, Rune Factory is a spin-off of Harvest Moon. I've got all of them for the DS, and how I'm going to handle this, actually, I'm finished playing A New Beginning, you know, Harvest Moon A New Beginning for the 3DS. I'm going to do it, Harvest Moon, Rune Factory, Harvest Moon, Rune Factory, and I'm just going to work my way through the games like that, I think. I don't know what this game is. Is it a spin-off? Is it just a console version of Rune Factory? I'm not 100% sure. I also have Rune Factory Oceans for the PS3. I don't know what these mean to the series. It's a spin-off of a spin-off, but whatever. We'll see when I get to it. Either way, again, really happy that I sort of discovered this series, you know, it was a good feeling. My god, we're 5 minutes into this video and all I fucking talked about is Harvest Moon. Let's get on to some other games, shall we? And it fell out of its slipcase as I was trying to show it. But yeah, this is Beyond Two Souls, right? And guys, right, I've sat down to play this game twice already, okay? But in total, I've probably played for less than half an hour. Guys, this game made me mad, okay? It's just that, okay, I fucking love David Cage, okay? David Cage, Quantic Dream, all the games they've made. The Nomad Soul, Indigo Prophecy, also known as Fahrenheit, Heavy Rain, oh, they're such good games, I love them all. But this is shit! What the fuck happened? Okay, there's a lot I could say, and I actually think I want to save it for a full review or first impressions video, but my god, this is like, I've just remember sitting down to play and being in utter disgust. Okay, here's what I want to say about it right now, and I'll probably say this again if I do a review. You know those people that make fun of Heavy Rain, you know, saying, I'd rather play my games than watch them, you know, cunts like that, right? You know, they obviously don't give a shit, right? They don't even care to try Heavy Rain, to try and get into it, to try and appreciate it for what it is, right? I assure you, what those people think Heavy Rain is this game. This is the game that they take the piss out of. Not Heavy Rain, because Heavy Rain's a masterpiece, but this game is. I don't even know who the fuck Ellen Page is. I don't keep up with actors. I know Willem Dafoe, because I like Spider-Man films, but yeah, fucking Ellen Page, I don't care, fuck it. Yeah, was quite disappointed by that, ain't gonna lie. Right. And next game, as if I didn't piss off enough people, Pokemon Y. My first Pokemon game. Everyone's always asked me about that and got on my tits about it, you know, saying, why are you not playing Pokemon, Scottish Duck? It's the best series ever. You're gonna love it, and if you don't love it, I'm gonna unsubscribe to you, and I'm gonna hate you forever if you don't like this game. I don't like this game. Okay, look. I went into this with, like, okay, this franchise is something that I've stayed away from all this time, and, you know, I knew I couldn't go my whole life without playing one, basically. So I picked this up, I played it for about 4 hours or something, and it's not for me, okay? That's simple as that. It is not for me, you know? There's not much story to it, you know, there's all these Pokemon that I don't know, yeah, there's just other stuff I'd rather play. It's really not bad, okay? Fucking, this is bad, okay? This is just something that's not for me, okay? It's as simple as that, you know? I don't know what else to say, you know? I'm glad to finally lose my Pokemon virginity, but it was a bit rough. Well, not rough, it was kind of uneventful, and I'm gonna stop this right now, so before I piss off more people. So yeah, Pokemon Y, what can we say? It just wasn't for me. Yeah. Right, next, forgive me if I already put this in a, I don't think I did, but just in case, I might have put this in my other collection, last collection update. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, one of my favourite Zelda games, got the HD treatment, and it's brilliant. It is the best version of the game. I've been meaning to do a little review on this, so I'm not going to talk about it here, but you don't have a Wii U yet, you can probably get a GameCube and get the same experience, but the little things that they've added in here, for a long-time fan, were a big deal to me, and I very much enjoyed it. So, thank you, Nintendo. I can't wait for A Link Between Worlds for the 3DS next month. Okay, next we have here Dragon's Crown. This has been out in America for a couple of months now. And, you know, like, a couple of months is an acceptable time to wait, as far as I'm concerned, you know, for us here in Europe. It's funny, there's Atlus's logo, as if they're saying, yeah, we published this, we like Europe now, but nope. You go on the back, there's NIS's logo right there. They're the ones that published this. I've only played this one a little bit. I like the fact that it's sort of Streets of Rage style, you know, like with a Z-axis. And, you know, not completely 2D, like Odin Sphere and Muramasa was, you know. As you can tell, I am quite a big fan of Vanillaware. I had not played Odin Sphere a lot, to be fair, but I did like Muramasa a lot, so I can't wait to give this a try. And they're also introducing a crossplay with this, so I should be able to get a free copy from a Vita, which is, you know, pretty fucking sweet. So, yeah, cool. Dragon's Crown. Okay. here's one that's really overdue, and really it was like a moment of weakness. I'm like, I've no fucking played this game, I should really pick it up. So I just saw it, I got the cheapest copy I could see, and I just got it. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Yep, this is another game I've never fucking played that everybody's probably gonna hate me now for. I don't typically like the sort of Western RPG sort of genre, you know, I don't really like admitting it. You know, it's one of those genres that I wish I did like, but I don't really. But again, this was a game that everyone I know has played, you know? Like all my lady friends, you know, all of them have played it, and I'm not even kidding there, and I have no played it, and I'm supposed to be the gamer of the group, and yeah, so I really needed to clear that up. Not popped it in yet, but we'll see how it goes, you know? I mean, I really remember not liking Fallout. I played a lot of Oblivion, mind you, for the 360 when it first came out. So, we'll see, you know, we'll see. Skyrim. Right, and last game, still in its cellophane incidentally, so you know I've got fuck all to say about it. Disgaea D2, another strategy RPG game that I can put on my shelf and never fucking play. Actually, NIS is bringing out quite a few PS3 RPGs, you know, near enough at the end of its life cycle, and I admire that, you know. They brought out a Time in Eternity a couple of months ago, which I've still got up on the shelf and I've not played it. I know it's supposed to be shit, but it was a game that I definitely wanted to check out, and as was this. Still to come is two other PS3 games, one called The Gilded Fate Paradox, and the other one's called Witch and the 100 Nights, I believe. How do I know you'll all remember about The Witch and the 100 Nights? The main character in that game is called Metallica. There. Now you'll never forget it. Now you'll totally maybe buy it, so yeah. But whatever. Anyway. NIS, good company like, I really want to support them, and Disgaea, I've got Disgaea 1 through 4, really want to try and get into the series, after a million other RPGs, but yeah, really pleased to have picked this up, so yeah. And that's that guys, see you after, thanks for watching, bye bye.